I left my full-time job to be a stay-at-home mom on May 26th, 2016. I went back to work full-time on August 18, 2016. It's a hard job. Those of you who do it, I applaud you. I know that many of us with kids struggle with the work in the home, work out of the home decision. I never thought I'd be a stay-at-home mom. So you might ask why I would willingly quit my job to become a stay-at-home mom of 3 boys? I know. Allow me to share with you 3 fond memories that made me reconsider if I should be a stay-at-home mom. One night, my 7-year-old asked my husband if I was a one-trick pony. Of course, I blamed the lovely influences of the older kids at day camp, because then he went on to tell us that he was not going to marry a one-trick pony. Besides moments like this, I quickly realized that my boys were having experiences with the day camp counselors and other kids that they should be having with me. Shouldn't I be taking them to the park, or on hikes, or to the library to get books? Oftentimes, the day was nearly over by the time I picked them up. After some sports practice most nights, we'd go home, eat dinner, and it was soon time for bed. It left only the weekends for real family time. And it left me thinking, what else was I going to miss? And for the record, the answer is no, I am not a one-trick pony. Another night, my husband and I were having a contest naming state capitals, with our older 2 boys serving as hosts. We were flying through most of the states, but we got to Iowa, and they said, "What's the capital?" We didn't know at all. So we said, just give us a hint. Our oldest child says, D. I shout out, Des Moines. I knew it, had to be it. He says, no. Dumbfounded, my husband and I look at each other, confused. What else could it be? He says it's Des Moines. But wait, it gets better. We finally got to the last state, Wyoming. This game was taking forever. I was glad we were getting to the last state. And so, of course, again, we don't know what the capital is. It's kind of embarrassing. So, again, we say, just give us a hint. Our middle child says, C. That's all I needed. I shouted, Cheyenne, and he says, no. I again, dumbfounded for, I don't know, the umpteenth time. We're like, just fine, let's finish this game. What's the answer? And he says, it's shiny. I know what you're all thinking. Blame the school. But I won't. The administrators, teachers, staff at Carrie Busey have been nothing short of amazing. Yeah. Instead, I'm going to attribute it to myself. When I was his age, my mom stayed at home with my sisters and I, and we always did a word of the day. Thank you, Mom. I feel like I should be having that time with my kids too. Even though I probably messed them up, I hate to admit, but I recently discovered via Facebook that the phrase is intents and purposes, not intensive purposes. This coming from the girl who still says, whores divorce. Laugh, please. Happens all the time. But then, there was that one night. I forgot to pick up my son from basketball practice. You can laugh, it's okay. Not only that, I forgot to pick up his friend too. Being honest. After a long day of work, I was racing back home in the winter on my hour-plus commute to fulfill my duties as chauffeur. Long story. Talk to me at the after party. Reaching what I thought was my final destination, my husband asked me where our oldest son was at. 3 times he asked me this. It wasn't until he came up to me and asked me point blank if I had picked up our oldest son from basketball and brought him to wrestling that I felt the heat rise in my neck and my face, a lump in my throat, my insides flip. I hadn't. Not knowing what to do, I reached for my phone, only to see missed calls from his friend's mom and my son's coach. Thank goodness his friend's mom is a pastor's wife. Seriously. And practices forgiveness on the regular. We can laugh about it now. I still haven't stopped apologizing. But what I have done is realize I was doing too much. People often ask me, how do you do it all? And honestly, I don't think I do. Besides working full-time, I'm a wife, a mother, a sister, a daughter, a granddaughter, daughter-in-law, sister-in-law, aunt, friend, colleague, confidant, cheerleader, PTA, or a member of the school board. It goes on and on. Thanks. It's a lot. I'm raising 3, well, really 4 boys, including my husband. It's true. There's a boo. I'm 34, and I just finished my PhD in educational organization and leadership. Thanks. It's a lot. It is a lot. Ironically, though, I track the ages of my children with the phases in my life. I have a moving to Champaign baby, a graduate school baby, and a dissertation baby. I know you have those too. So yeah, something had to give. And that's what began the summer of Mom PhD. And I was ready. I had made great plans, our summer bucket list. And it was going to be memorable. I had done my research, of course, printed off 4 pages of summer fun. It's 4. You laugh, you know. I even got it laminated. So how did it go? Well, it wasn't the summer I thought it'd be. When you're at work and you look on Facebook, Peggy was saying, and you see these amazing pictures of what people are doing while you're at work, didn't quite happen. Our middle child wasn't tall enough for the water slides. Several friends that we had planned playdates for were on vacation. And my kids were always complaining about it being too hot. Towards the end of the summer, I started to realize why my stay-at-home mom friends were so excited for school to start. A memorable summer indeed. I absolutely love my kids. And I also realize it's okay for me to work outside the home. It's what works for me, for us. While the time together increased, as a stay-at-home mom, the quality has never diminished. In fact, I appreciate our time together more, just being in the present and in the moment with them. I can talk. I wasn't looking for a job this fall, but a cool opportunity came my way. And I felt my voice was needed in the conversation. Not only is it flexible, but it allows me to showcase my other skills and abilities. I have no idea what the future holds, or if this opportunity will present itself again, or frankly that I would take it. but I'm still learning this thing called work-life balance. Most of all, I'm still working to be the mom I want to be.